Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome to a franchise reborn. This is, it is kind of a news video, so that's why I'm throwing it into this segment on the channel. So we're going to talk about arbitration, guys. It's arbitration day for those of you that don't know. And all of a sudden, there's Sabres problems to talk about because we know that the Malenstein and the UPL cases have yet to be resolved. And I want to go over this, okay, because it is important. It really is. Now, I'm looking at an article here in the Hockey News. I'll just read it out to you. I won't clip it out. I'll just give you a few details what it says. Because I'm wondering, all week long, I'm saying, where the hell are the dates? Because they're not giving us any dates. You guys know every year, I kind of follow the arbitration hearings. I'm one of those, for me, it's like the legal part, you know, the court part of the game. I follow it, you know. So it says, why the NHLPA hasn't released dates for arbitration cases like Maple Leafs Connor Dewar this season, okay, this year. Now this is, it's a Maple Leafs article, so there's no point in going through all of it, but I just want to give you the points I want to talk about. It says the few arbitration cases left this year haven't been released by the NHLPA, signaling a new approach. National Hockey League Players Association is set to begin arbitration cases as soon as Saturday. Here we are. But as for when those cases will occur, they will be up to agents, teams, and of course Hockey Insider leaks as cases are either settled or awarded. The NHLPA, which runs the process, has previously released an entire schedule of cases by day for each player approximately a week before the cases were set to begin. So if you guys are wondering this year, how come there's no news? It's because the NHLPA has chose it that way. It's different this year. This year, however, they have elected not to do so, it says. There's been a change in approach, a source told the Hockey News on Thursday. There's a change in approach. That means you likely won't hear about hearings or awards until after they were settled either in arbitration or before the cases are seen by an arbitrator. The NHLPA, which hold arbitration cases between July 20th, here we are, and August 4th. More later in the article what this means. Then I scroll down to the bottom and says, and so when the NHLPA decided not to release arbitration cases, the writer says, I personally wondered if this is a way to diffuse some of the tension that can build in a lead up to cases. Yeah, I kind of agree with that because what usually happens, guys, in these arbitrations, okay, it's not pretty. It's not like they go there and they sit there and they're in a shirt and tie and they're all excited to see what they're going to make. It's not like that. You've seen most of the time it creates nothing but bad blood between the player and management after. I mean, picture your UPL. You put together a pretty decent season, and now they've got to go and say right in front of you why they think you're not worth what you think you're worth. Now, if UPL comes up with an insane number like $6 million a year, of course not. You know, that's different. And he wants like, you know, long-term, he's $7 million a year or something. That's different. But let's say he comes up with a reasonable number for 2 years. You know, he's got to hear basically the Buffalo Sabres case against him. Like the guys that had his back all these years, all of a sudden are stabbing it. And that's kind of what happens in arbitration. So this time around, maybe this writer is correct. Maybe, you know, maybe they're using a semi-new approach where, you know, the player doesn't even have to be there. I don't know. All I know is, like, if it gets to arbitration, and as far as we know, UPL could be today, guys. It could be scheduled today. They're not letting us know this year. So yes, I'm frustrated as a fan. I wanted to be right in the loop with this year, and they're not telling us. So we just got to wait it out till there's a ruling, or till Adams and UPL's people sit down and they get something done. And hopefully that happens very soon, because we want to avoid arbitration at all costs with UPL, guys. We do. It's just going to leave bad memories. Look at Swayman in Boston. Now that's an exceptional case. But Boston kind of did it to themselves, okay, by signing Allmark, an outsider, to more money than him. And we all know, as I stated when they first got Allmark, they already have a goalie. I know he's young, and I know his numbers weren't as good as Allmark in that big season, but I think we all know now who the better goalie is over there. But they've left that bad taste in Swayman's mouth. They go and they hand out $5 million a year to Allmark. Meanwhile, they let Swayman go to arbitration, and I think he got like 3.5. It was something like that last year, guys. I don't even want to start looking right now, but think about it. Think about how Swayman felt with that, you know? And it didn't really affect his friendship with Allmark. It's just business. But it gives him enough reason to not like the Bruins management. And when that starts to happen, usually that's what happens next. And we'll see how Swayman breaks down this year, because that's an extreme case. That one I would expect now, because Allmark's gone in Boston, I would expect he'll land a big contract with the Bruins, and they'll settle it out. They will figure it out. So we'll see what happens over there. But in our case, I'm kind of surprised, because Adams has been pretty damn good with contracts. And it just makes me suspect UPL's asking for way too much. That's just my gut feeling on it, because it seems like Adams pretty much doesn't have these headaches, you know? Now, Malenstein's a whole different thing. He just came over. He wants to secure, if he's getting traded to Buffalo and he's relocating, who knows? He might be relocating a wife, kid. We don't know. I don't know what his family situation is. But he's not making a ton in the NHL. I mean, he's making a ton compared to what you and I make, but he's not making a ton compared to most. And he might be uprooting his family. Who knows what's going on over there? And he might be mad. And he just wants to make sure he's secure here now, you know? The money, that is. So we'll have to see, guys. We'll have to see how this all pans out. But in my opinion, this is like, it's not good that we haven't heard nothing about UPL signing in Buffalo. Here we are. It's arbitration day, guys. UPL's still not signed. And if he doesn't get signed and it has to go to arbitration, yes, we will accept the award. We will accept it and sign him for the 1 year. It'll be 1 or 2 years. So I'm pretty sure the Sabres will say, yes, okay, you know, we'll give in and do this. But then the relationship, guys, is ruined. And I'm telling you, 90-something% of the time when a player goes to arbitration, he eventually leaves that team. All you have to do is go look at past arbitration cases, okay? Go take a look, find it somewhere. And I guarantee you're going to see so many players left their organizations after they had to get an arbitration award to get their money. So, because it's not about the money. People think it's about the money, the term, and yeah, it is in this day and age, but it really isn't when it comes to arbitration. It's about pride and ego. That's the problem. It's about pride and ego, and they're going to walk into a room and they're going to hear about why they're not worth to the organization what they thought they were. They have to sit through this and basically watch people they were friends with or friendly with or on good terms with all of a sudden start being negative about them and start giving all these derogatory comments. You know, and this is why I think it's a great idea if they could restructure the whole arbitration process where the player doesn't really have to be there. Just let your lawyer, so to say, be there, right? Your representative can be there. And that's it. That way he doesn't have that stick in his mind after. And that way it doesn't ruin relationships like it does. You know, it's kind of the way I'm looking at it. So, guys, I'm hoping we get some more news. But I want to give this news because this is important, especially for Sabres fans that are like me. I've been wondering, what the hell is going on? How come we're getting nothing? Like, I was looking all over last night. And I didn't find this article till this morning. And I'm like, where the hell is, like, what's going on with arbitration? It starts tomorrow. Like, I couldn't find anything on this. And there it was, you know, and I said, okay, I'll check this one out. But it was a Leafs article, so, you know, but I wanted to see, and there were my answers. I was like, okay, so if they're changing the process this year, maybe that's a good thing for us too, guys. Maybe it's a good thing for us this year. Maybe they're changing it behind the doors too. I don't know. That I got no clue because they haven't said nothing. So we shall see. All right, guys, done for this one. I got an apartment to paint. I don't know if I'll be around tonight. I know I haven't been around in a while, been busy as hell, but I wanted to talk about this because I believe for me, this is important. This is our future. Okay, this is one of our future goaltenders. We need answers. We need to know what's going on. I hope I clarified a little of that for you this morning. See you guys soon. Have a good one.